Skylar Varga, two-time All-American. Several All-Americans on the court. Jump it up, away we go. Rama pass it up front to Rowan. Left side back to Rama, off the wall and out. First point to UCLA.
Great first ball side out for the Bruins. Rama really taking care of that first ball contact, allowing him such a lethal offensive swing, challenging that block of Long Beach.
Here's the Bruin ace leader back to serve with 22 on the season. Most likely going to be a four-time first-team All-American. Rowan puts it in play. The left side, Candiv, three blockers up, and the Bruins got him. And that's going to be a big, big thing tonight. Who can play the better defense and who can at least get their hands on the ball, the soft block at least.
The Bruins are doing a really great job right now of elevating their blocking game, and that comes with their eye work in the practice gym. That's one thing that they've been working on.
Beach coming in a 374 hitting team overall. The Bruins, the national high 427 team average. Beach run the middle, and Ben Braun can't get it down. Transition, Rama from 10. Zach Rama and the Bruins off to a nice start in Pauley.
I talked about it in the open. Zach Rama does such a great job. Watch as he's able to identify what does the set allow him to do in this situation. It's placement, not power for Rama.
Andrew Rowan still serving right to left. A lot of velocity right down the middle to Larson down the side, and that is out. Flag is up. Missed by Candiv. First four to UCLA.
Quick start here for the Bruins, being able to earn real points in the unforced error on the side of Long Beach. Look for Long Beach to really control this first ball in serve receive.
Always a scoring rotation for UCLA here with Rowan at the back line. Gets off another powerful serve. Front row, and this time Ben Braun scores. Beach on the board.
The senior middle blocker, Braun, has done a really great job standing at 6'11". He has great reach, and being up in the air on setter ball contact really allows him to challenge that block of the Bruins.
Braun serving 5 aces on the season. Rowan run the middle, and there's Cameron Thorne, MPSF hitting leader at north of 600 on the year.
Andrew Rowan creates opportunity offensively for the Bruins. He is on the 10-foot line and finds a first tempo set there for Thorne. Great set location.
Rama back to serve, puts it in play. Goes to Kellen Larson, a nice hard swing. Skylar Varga, two-time All-American for the Beach.
We'll be saying Varga's name all evening long. He's so elite in the front row, in the back row. Broad jumping into that back row attack. He has to take off behind that 10-foot line. He can land in front.
Yeah, one of the three starting ABCA National Player of the Year award candidates on the court tonight. Two for the Bruins, of course, and Rowan and Rama. UCLA up 6-2 early, and Cameron Thorne back to serve.
Thorne has a consistent float serve for the Bruins, placing it in the seams of the serve receive.
He has served 6 of UCLA's 65 aces on the season. Puts it in play right side. A soft touch for Gaia, can't get it down. And in transition, that is a Bruin point off of a touch, and Michael Wong-Diallo. Nice to have him back in the lineup.
We might have just seen one of the top plays of the entire season. Here's Rama jump setting a quick ball to Wong-Diallo in the middle. Unbelievable athleticism for the Bruins.
41st kill on the year for him. Missed a little bit of time. Bruins, nice start here, up by 5. And another Bruin block off a touch. Wong-Diallo out on the right with David Decker. Timeout. Big lead to start out for UCLA. Beach has to call an early timeout. 8-2 Bruins, set 1 on Big Ten Plus. All right, out of the timeout, Cameron Thorne puts it in play to Candiv in the back row. Back set it goes, Guyek, and that's going to be out on the Beach side. Return back from Cameron Thorne.
Long Beach really needs to up their first ball side out percentage. Right now, the Bruins are siding out at 100%. They're 4 for 4 offensively. This is where the Beach need to go back to the service line, earn a couple in transition.
Puts the Beach at 0. He's hitting 3 for 8, 3 airs. That one's flying out of the building on the service air. Number 1 service ace team in the country at just about 3 aces per set for the Beach this year.
Set is currently front row for Long Beach. Look for them to spread that offense pin to pin.
Back up by 6 here is the lefty, David Decker down the sideline. Great serve. Beach in disarray here. That's going to be a free ball reverse from the baseline. Bruins on the move. Decker going to be blocked. They had a swing to go up 7. Varga up top along with Jackson Chris, 6'10" freshman middle.
Chris is so consistent defensively for Long Beach, has 5 or more blocks in 5 matches on the season.
Jackson Chris at the service line, front row, Rowan, run the middle, Michael Wong Diallo, another point for him.
The Bruins are doing such a great job of establishing the middle of their court early on. Juan Diallo, a big part of that offensive threat, getting up on that quick attack. That allows pin blockers throughout the duration of the game to have more one-on-one opportunities.
Here's Sean Kelly at the service line. 10 aces on the year for Kelly. Ball taken by Varga. Backside, Gaia cross court, getting a started opposite, and he connects.
Good look there by Gaia, being an outlet attacker on the right side. Does a great job of challenging that cross court, finding that sideline.
Freshman from Poland, getting a start at the opposite position. A lot of times it's been Kirstanovic getting a start there. Another service there for the Beach. Take a look at John Hawks, second year head coach for the Bruins, just the third in the program's history. Of course, was here from 15 to 22 as an assistant. Coming over last year from Loyola Chicago. Bruins by 6. Larson on the reception, right side Varga avoiding the wall. Bruins on the move with Sean Kelly off the wall and out.
Great look there by the sophomore outside hitter. Kelly getting up on this ball. Watch as he's able to have a big step close, allowing him to excel into this set, attack high hands.
Hitting .388 on the season. The Bruins are up by a match high 7. Overpass there. That's a Bruin point. The Beach came over, so UCLA upsets the lead.
UCLA just taking care of the ball on their side and earning real points right now. They're putting the ball down, catching Long Beach on their heels.
Coming out, fired out, are the UCLA Bruins, number 1 in the country. We pointed out their best start since 1998. Right pin, Varga down the sideline. Skylar Varga.
Varga continuing to show us how impactful he is as an athlete. Look at this high line attack, threading the needle perfectly down the line.
Varga hitting .382 on the season. He's back to serve, and first ace of the night for him, and the 30th for him on the year to lead the entire country.
Back-to-back impactful points from Varga. Such high-quality volleyball from this athlete, no matter where he's at on the court.
101 aces for Long Beach State as a team this year. That also leads the nation. Hits the tape here. Aaron pass. Gonna have to scramble here. Bumped up top. Run the middle, and that is out of bounds off of Ben Braun's kill. So certainly
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
1 ace. Rowan almost got one down the middle. It does go just a little bit long.
That serve is coming so fast. Watching it on TV never does it justice, but these athletes are serving this ball well into 70 miles an hour. We've seen serves clocked in at a high of 83 miles an hour here in NCAA volleyball.
Ryan Peluso checking in for the Beach. Serving sub. He's got 1 ace on the season. Left-hander, ball down the middle to Conley. Rowan will set Sean Kelly, who swings away and scores. Middle of the court.
Sean Kelly was the unsung hero in that reverse sweep versus Long Beach, and this is why being able to have multiple routes, finding solutions to score, challenging Long Beach in those seams.
Rama at the line, 3rd kill for Sean Kelly. Right side and off the wall and out, and the Wojciech Gajak has really earned his starting role here at the opposite position. He's played in 21 of their 35 total sets on the year. Gets the start tonight, doing well.
Gajak at the freshman opposite position has a lot of international experience playing for Team Poland and shows that here in NCAA ball.
Jump serve. Kayak down the middle with it. Rowan to Cameron Thorne coming in. A 6:04 hitter to lead the MPSF. A couple of early kills tonight.
Thorne has hit over 500 in all but one match in 802 matches this year for the Bruins. Rowan does a great job of his set location to Thorne every single time.
Spencer Graves serving sub for UCLA, puts one to Varga down the middle, out to the left pin. Candiv high off the wall, and he connects.
Candiv remains to stay calm, cool, and collected. The 6'7" sophomore doesn't ride the highs too high or lows too lows. Out of Bulgaria, has that international experience as well. Look for Candiv to be that go-to first ball side out for the beach.
Yeah, he is well a terrific server, and Bulgaria can produce a lot of good serving, right?
They
We know
sure
that.
do.
Yeah. Jump serve here. This is Connor Bloom checking in for the beach. As the Bruins run the middle, Micah Wong Diallo puts one down.
Wong Diallo does a great job of being an attacking window up in the air, letting Rowan find him. Does a great job here at the big double arm lift. That ball is coming from behind him, but with a fast arm, he's able to get on that very nicely.
Bruin middles are a collective 4 for 4, and UCLA is up 6 here in the first set. Decker at the line, down the sideline, Candiv, overpass, Wong Diallo looking for the placement, can't get it, overset. Bumped over by the libero Kellen Larson, a whistle, and I believe too many contacts?
4 contacts on the side of Long Beach.
18 aces on the year for Decker. Jump serve down the middle, eats up Larson right into the net. It goes, and an ace serve is 19th on the season. David Decker puts the Bruins back up by 8 points.
Decker doing a great job of hand-to-ball contact there, challenging that seam in the serve receive.
Tall toss, Decker leaning into the court, off the tape it goes. Taken by Larson, ball set out to the left side, cross court, Varga. Conley had it for a moment, but then taken around a little bit too much out of play.
Talking with head coach for Long Beach, McGray, he said Varga is going to be an Olympian one day for Team Canada. He is so steady no matter where he is on the floor. Such a go-to athlete. He's a team captain for a reason. Always bringing the good energy into the practice gym.
16 aces on the year for the freshman Jackson Christ, homegrown out of Long Beach, Sage Hill High. Flag goes up, that is out of bounds.
No spin on that contact, therefore a home run for Chris there at the end line. UCLA with their setter front row. Look for them to spread that offense pin to pin.
Here's Sean Kelly. Third lead of 8 for UCLA, down the sideline, and that is just wide. Now the Bruins certainly going for their serves, and you can certainly afford to go for your serves now. Playing with a little bit of house money with this kind of lead, I think, this late.
Absolutely, continuing to challenge Long Beach there in serve receive, get them off the net.
All right, service for Long Beach State's Jake Pazansi, the setter, and the Bruins get another one there off the touch. 3 points from this first set.
Kelly doing such a great job, has earned double-digit kills in 6 matches this year for the Bruins. Runs different routes, being able to score at such a high percentage, hitting .388 on the season.
Here's Grayson Bradford for UCLA, 6'10" freshman out of Miracosta High School, just his 11th collegiate set officially right now. No aces, 5 airs on the year, sends over a good serve. Varga looking short corner, and that is out of bounds. I think he wanted a touch but didn't get it, and it's UCLA's biggest lead of 9.
That was great volley IQ there from Varga. He recognized Bradford there, and left back defense tried to challenge him, just went a bit wide.
Grayson Bradford off the bench, puts it in the air, right-handed down the middle, forces an overpass. Thorne to Rowan, back to Cameron Thorne, hammer it away, 24-14.
Thorne continues to be a highlight reel because his arm is beating any block in the nation right now. Watch as Thorne is able to unleash on this ball on setter ball contact. He's elevated before the block is even ready up in the air.
Most of this huge crowd on their feet in Pauley. Whole bunch of set points. Left side off 2 touches, and this time from the left. Vocek Gayak the opposite.
Long Beach is going to try to establish some rhythm here heading into set number 2. They've managed to earn 10 kills here. Trying to play a little bit of catch up.
Gayak's got 4 of those kills at 500. Varga slams one into the net. All Bruins in set 1 tonight, as they have now defeated number 2 Long Beach State in 4 consecutive sets, going back to 2 weeks ago. Pulling up a few digs, blocking, had 2.5 blocks. So set 2, 2 teams swap sides, away we go. Rowan puts it in play. Out to the left, and that is a Bruin point. Back into the antenna, there goes Gayak. And by the way, in that first set, no ties, no lead changes. The Bruins got the first 4 points of the night and were never caught.
Long Beach has all 3 offensive threats in the front row right now, currently in serve receive row 1.
Rowan slams his serve down the middle, served his 23rd ace of the year in the first sets, and there's Gayak, and off the hands of Conley. Gayak's been their biggest threat, hitting the ball, a starting role tonight.
The 6'6" freshman earning that starting role there on the right pin. He's done a great job of challenging the Bruins' high hands when given the opportunity.
You get to see Daniil Hershinovich, their other opposite, who often gets starting nod. Right side, Zach Rama, he connects. And Rama 4 for 6 now for Zach. And just, I still cannot believe what he did 2 weeks ago. He had 7 kills and 7 errors at one point, and then the back half of set 3 just started to get electric. 14 consecutive kills without an error. Think about that, in the pyramid.
And that tells you, the pyramid is very hard to play, and
Yeah.
I've played in it multiple times in my collegiate career. What Rama did was what elite athletes do. When things don't go your way, you retie your shoelaces, you figure out how can I make an impact, and that's what Rama did.
Run the middle, Cameron Thorne, nice quick offense. Andrew Rowan the assist. Michael Wong-Diallo back on the floor.
Thorne with that float serve at the end line has consistent hand-to-ball contact, making that ball drop.
Cameron Thorne, little jump, sends one down the middle, and misses long. Beach still looking for their first lead of the night. Early ties here in set 2. We did not have any in set 1. Back to serve for Long Beach State. Vocek Gayak, 5 aces on the season. Good serve. Almost clipped the tape. Managed to get a joust out of it. Let's see. Long Beach State will win the point. Like I say, Bruins in the net, but made them earn it.
They sure did. It looked like they were levitating there for a second, but it is a net violation on Sean Kelly.
First lead for Long Beach State. Take a look here after the electric serve from Vocek Gayak. That one is out.
Bringing in David Decker to the service line. Bruins need to get Decker going a little bit more here on the right side. They haven't needed to, though, but a little bit more offensive production from Decker here in the second set.
Yeah, did not have a kill in the first set. Just took one swing. Out to the left here. Candiv off the wall, and a chance there behind the baseline for Zach Rama to keep it in play. He's helped up by his teammates. Looks to be okay.
Sometimes when you jump up for those block touches playing middle back defense, you can land on your back, and it looked like it took the wind out of him just a little bit.
So Candiv, 22 aces on the year. That look might have hit the floor. It's out anyway, so an ace for Candiv. And
when in serve receive against these topspin serves, you have to attack the ball out in front of you, much like a defensive move in serve receive.
jump serve, Candiv out of Sofia, Bulgaria. Place that sounds very familiar with the Nikolov brothers and their serving abilities, and this guy is really good too. Bruins got the point there. Sean Kelly standing deep. Bruins down 1, early set 2. Easily took the first set. Out to the left side, Varga. 3 blockers up for the Bruins. Off the soft block, Decker covers. Left side, Rama down the line. Bruins want a touch, they get a touch. Zach Rama.
By front-loading the left side there with multiple routes on the left half of the net, that really allows Rowan to run a fast-tempo offense. We see the middle biting on that quick set, allowing that gap in the block for Rama to score.
Kelly again. Ball taken by Candiv back row, run the middle. Chris is nearly roofed. Bruins have a block up again. Rama and Wong Diallo fired up. UCLA, we thought maybe if there was one weakness for the Bruins, could be it. I know John Hawks wants to see better blocking as we get deeper into the season, but it definitely fired up tonight.
Good eye work and patience there in that block.
Another good serve. Larson out to the right side. Gayak off the wall and out.
Gayak has been steady by attacking high hands. He's not trying to force anything into the seam or bring his elbow down and swing low and hard looking for a highlight reel. He's playing smart volleyball right now, challenging that block high and through.
Jackson Christ to serve, 7-7, set 2. And play to Conley, get it right up the middle to Rowan, run the middle with Wong Diallo. Run it again, this time to the left pin for Rama. Beach picks up on it. Here they come out to the right, and that one is too wide. Missed by the opposite, Vocek Gayak. Bruins on a lead change, 8-7.
The Beach have been able to stay in it this second set early on just by being able to point score a little bit more. They've earned 3 kills here in the beginning of set number 2.
Wong Diallo at the line. Flat serve to the near sideline. Left side, Varga knocks it down.
Great volley IQ there from Varga, being able to identify what does the play give him and find a solution to that. So many tools in his tool belt.
Jake Pisani at the service line for Long Beach State. 10 aces on the year for him. Redshirt freshman from Huntington Beach sends one out of bounds.
With Rowan at the service line, all 3 offensive threats are in the front row. Sean Kelly in the back row. Look for him to get on that big attack.
Andrew Rowan is served tough tonight and had his 23rd ace of the year. Hits one off the tape there, and Candiv flying out from the back row, misses long. Bruins up 2.
Candiv has to find his rhythm here, being able to get the jitters out in set number 1. Set number 2, he needs to find consistency, currently hitting negative.
Andrew Rowan leaning into the court. Very fast serve down the middle of the Larson, out to the left side, and the Bruin block is ready to go again. David Decker and Cameron Thorne shift to the right side. Get a block, had 2.5 in the first, got a couple of more early ones here in the second.
Another high-quality defensive move from the Bruins. That's eye work leading to this close block. Thorne just doing his job, pressing over the top of that tape.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Rowan still serving, looking to tie it up. Beach on the move, Varga on the right, 2 blockers up for UCLA, and let's see, pointing, well, they've each pointed one way. The down ref pointed UCLA's way, the up ref pointed Long Beach State's way. It's gonna be a Beach point. Let's take a look.
From this perspective, Cameron Thorne reach under the net. You're not allowed to reach under the net. Here's Thorne, number 1, going up.
Tough serve by Varga. Bruins got to get out of this rotation really quick. Off a soft block. Beach going to get a swing here with Candiv. Over the wall. Kelly with the dig. Rama. Cross court and good. Zach Rama quick to get out of the Varga rotation. And UCLA is in the conversation again for set number 2.
This is what I'm talking about. Watch Kelly with this dig, really fighting, keeping his platform out in front to control that ball for a point on the Bruins.
Back sets, 2 blockers up. Sean Kelly and Cameron Thorne. Wow, what a night to this point for Cameron Thorne especially.
Such impactful defense from Cameron Thorne. Watch as he's able to take a big first step into that block and then pressing his hands back across that tape. He's not reaching up for the ball, he's pressing low and grabbing.
Tied up for the moment, but Rama misses that serve. Beach will get a serve.
The difference between set number 1 and set number 2 for Long Beach is their side out percentage. They're able to side out at 63% here, 60% on the side of the Bruins in set number 2.
Ryan Peluso back to serve. Serving sub, just 1 ace on the year, left-handed. Rama with the pass, swing for Decker, looking for a dump as Cameron Thorne can't get it down, and back the other way, cross court. That will go for the opposite Gayak.
Gritty transition defense for Long Beach. They're not guessing, they're reading and reacting. They're finding ways to score in out of system plays with 3 up on the block. The Beach has continued to challenge the Bruins, now with a 2-point lead.
So out of the timeout, Peluso still serving. Jumps it up. Peluso goes out of bounds, and now Bruins certainly have to win some serves.
Great timeout call there for the Bruins. I always think, Darren, maybe do coaches get stats there for calling a timeout?
We talked about this recently, right?
And earning a service error. Got to give the coach a stat somewhere.
All right, on the serve here, Trent Taliaferro, the sophomore from San Clemente, he misses a serve. The Bruins have missed 2 serves in the 20s here of set 2.
Have to minimize these unforced errors in the red zone. Now a potential set point for Long Beach.
It's 2 aces and now 7 service errors for UCLA. 2 set points for the Beach. Bruins let that go. Good eye off the service error from Gayak, and now the Bruins forced to win this serve to keep set 2 alive.
Andrew Rohn is setting in the front row for UCLA. That is also front row on the side of the Beach.
And it'll be David Decker. Now Decker served his 19th ace of the year in the first set. He's got to win this point to keep the second set alive. Jump serve. Decker puts it in play. That was the first thing he had to do. Left side Candiv cross court, and that's going to be a kill. Too hot for Zach Rama in the corner. And Candiv ends set 2, 25-23. We are level, 1 set apiece in this 1v2 showdown. And you factor that in with the Candiv rotation that Long Beach State had. He had a couple of aces. So other than that, I mean, the Bruins have some really good numbers. Long Beach State a better set 2. There's Sean Kelly coming out of the middle to start out set number 3.
Nice play there by Kelly, taking care of that ball in transition. Watch this dig leading to this attack. Long Beach keeping that ball up. It was a free ball attempt for the Bruins, putting it away.
Yeah, well done by Kellen Larson. Long Diallo misses a serve. Bruins now 2 aces and 8 errors. Beach 4 aces, 11 errors. Varga back to serve. Varga served his NC2A high 30th ace of the year earlier. Misfires there, and he's done that a couple of times.
If you're float serving from the end line, you need to air long or wide. Challenge the serve receive on the other side. Maybe they'll take it.
Andrew Rowan, right to left. Bruins back on the original bench. Good pass from Larson out to the left. Candiv, 2 blockers up for the Bruins. Beach, get it back, right side. Avoid the wall, does Gayak. UCLA now on the move with Rama. That's dug up by Pizzanti. Bruin block. David Decker and Cameron Thorne out of the right. 7.5 blocks tonight for UCLA. Thorne's got 4.
High quality defense for the Bruins. Decker and Thorne, probably one of the most lethal blocking duos in the nation because of their eye work, because of their aggressive hand placement.
It's also 4 block assists as well for Decker. The missed serve.
Decker with 5 blocks, Thorne with 4, 7 total blocks for the Bruins.
If you're a Bruin fan, this is incredibly refreshing to see how good this block has been tonight. Rowan, swing for Thorne against obviously a really good hitting team, and there's Cameron again.
Rowan doing a great job of going back to his offensive threat. Look at the resilience here in the middle for a second chance opportunity for the Bruins. Rowan establishing his middles as he does.
Zanti will set the middle. Christ knocks it down. Jackson Christ, his first kill on just his second swing tonight.
Long Beach has to continue to find a first ball side out, chip away at the service line to continue that momentum from set number 2.
Gayak's been tough for the Bruins to deal with tonight. Puts another good serve in play. Left pin, cross court, and there's Sean Kelly.
Kelly attacking thumbs down there. The block was drifting for Long Beach, opening up this window of opportunity. Great tempo set. Block was drifting. You could see Kelly challenging on the inside.
Kelly and Thorne, 7 kills apiece to lead UCLA. Candiv taking Pizzanti behind the 10-foot line. A swing right through the wall from 10 feet out. Vocek Gayak, he's in double figures.
With having a right side back row attacker as an offensive threat, that really opens up such a versatile offense, and we've really seen that elevate here in the NCAA.
Candiv, tough serve. Conley, pretty good pass considering. Left side, 2 blockers up for Long Beach State. Decker, 1-on-1, Bruins get it back. Decker again, 2 blockers up. Bruins Rowan on the cover, Rama back set. Comes the Beach, backside, flying high from the back row, and scoring again, Vocek Gayak.
Gayak showing why it's so important to have a right side attacker, specifically in the back row. Defense was not set up in time on the side of the Bruins, letting him get on that ball quick and find that point.
Gayak's been in there all 3 sets at the opposite position as the serve goes long. David Decker at the service line, 1-point lead for the Bruins in the third. We are tied tonight in this 1v2 battle, 1 set apiece. Pizzanti set across the court to Varga, looking to wipe it off. Bruins though recover, there's Kelly, that is no good and no touch. Now the Bruins coming up pretty adamant that there was one. Now they're gonna change the call, looks like, without even a look at it, so did the up ref just point the wrong way, or?
Down ref called a touch. It was her call to make.
Let's take a look.
From this angle.
It's the Pizzanti, the right hand there, and the up ref also pointed the wrong way. Bruins got the point, up 2. There's Gayak. Wow, he's having a very solid night.
Gayak so consistent coming into the starting role. He hasn't been a consistent starter for the Beach, but he might have earned that starting position here this evening. 12 kills, hitting .350.
To go with an ace and some awfully tough serves to put the Bruin passing into some tough situations. Decker, front row to Rowan, run Wong Diallo. The Bruin middles have been fantastic, both of them.
Bruins wanted to set that quick for a first ball side out at a higher efficiency, and they're doing exactly that this evening, earning these first ball side outs.
Well, they're a collective 12 for 16 without an error. Wong, Diallo, and Thorne. Out to the left pin. That's off the antenna from Varga. Let it get to that outside shoulder, and he just couldn't recover.
Varga tried to force that between the antenna and Rowan's right hand, catching that antenna. Ball is not allowed to make contact with the antenna.
Kelly with a 3-point lead. That one's long gone. Beach will get a serve here. Jake Pizzanti.
Both teams trying to establish their rhythm. Only a 2-point lead here for the Bruins.
And Pizzanti leaning in. Conley on the reception. Good pass to Rowan. Long Diallo gets his own ball back out to the left pin. And Zach Rama is roofed. 2 blockers up. That is Ben Braun and Wojciech Gajak pairing up.
Braun standing at 6'11", doing his job, reaching into that seam as a middle blocker. Great look there from his hand placement. 6 or more blocks in 3 matches for Braun on the season.
It's the 3rd block for Long Beach State tonight. UCLA 7.5. Service error puts UCLA back up 3.
And Braun's feeling really good defensively. He earned 6 blocks last week versus Vanguard, continuing that defensive momentum here into Poly.
Long Diallo down the middle. Larson goes out to the left, and the Bruins get another block. Thorne lost his footing there, but roof for UCLA. Now a 3-point lead. It was 10-8, now 11-8.
From this look, we can see Thorne catching just a little bit misfooting there on the underside, but great sportsmanship by Long Beach helping him up.
Pizzanti will set the middle. It goes to Ben Braun.
Pizzanti doing a really great job of also establishing his middles. With doing this, it allows his pin attackers later on in the ball game to have more one-on-one opportunities, meaning only 1 blocker in front of those pin attackers.
Skylar Varga rotation. Ball taken by Rama. Run the middle, and again, the Bruins quick to get out of it. Cameron Thorne has been virtually automatic tonight.
It's unbelievable what Thorne has been able to do. Watch him continue to run so many different routes, being so effective, challenging any block out in front of him. Had 2 seasons at Grand Canyon, was a first-team All-American. Went to the NCAA semifinals with the Lopes, was an NPSF champ, and then unfortunately, as we know, that program getting cut. Thorne now in a Bruin jersey, leading the nation in hitting percentage.
Flag is up. And it came in at 6:04.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
In the red zone, every single point counts.
Here's Sean Kelly. He has missed 2 serves tonight. And puts it in play to Candiff. Get it front row. Left pin, Varga, cross court, and knocks it down. Skylar Varga is 14 for 23, and the Beach lead it 23-22.
Great look there from Varga, going thumbs down on that volleyball, really challenging that sideline of the Bruins.
Jake
Look for the
Pizzanti.
Beach to try and serve Rama here, take him out of their offense.
Pizzanti at the line, leans in. Rowan at the 10-foot line will set the left side. Rama is dug by Pizzanti. Larson will set. Varga off the triple wall, but nicely covered. Sliding out there is Sean Kelly, making way for Zach Rama. What a play, Sean Kelly.
Sean Kelly was the unsung hero in the reverse sweep 2 weeks ago. This is exactly why. Kelly laying out, playing relentless defense, digging to location, letting the Bruins earn that point.
Timeout, Long Beach State at 23s. Another set that will be decided by 2 points. And in play there from Spencer Graves, the serving stuff for the Bruins. Varga gets up, beats the block, off the wall and down. Skylar Varga puts Beach at set point, and the Long Beach State contingent on their feet.
That was such a great block touch by the Bruins. They have to be able to expect those block touches, be on your toes, ready to move forward on defense. Great high hand-to-ball contact for the Beach.
That's a match high 15 kills for Varga at 5:20, and now UCLA wants to talk things over. Obviously a good timeout. Not in anyone's mind right now. This is the one you got to get through. Long Beach State set point. Fast serve down the middle. Rowan will set the left pin, and Rama off the block and good. Long Beach State had 2 up.
Rama taking a big dog swing there. 2 blockers closed in front of him, and Rama's reach and hand-to-ball contact challenging the inside of the block, showing us how he just has steel in his veins.
Andrew Rowan rotation. 24 is on the board. Ball down the middle to Larson. Front court, Pizzanti. Right side into the antenna from Gaiak, and the Bruins will have a set point, and now UCLA fans on their feet.
Gaiak has to take a swing on this ball. He tried to tip the ball into the block of the Bruins. We can see here on this replay catching the antenna. Ball cannot contact the antenna there. Point going to the Bruins. Have to swing away here.
Most of Pauley now on its feet at set point, UCLA. Back-to-back Bruin points. Off the tape, that goes. Front court, Pizzanti, run the middle. Ben Braun puts it down.
Braun just delaying half a beat in the air, reading the situation out in front of him. Sometimes you just need to get hand on ball. Gravity will be your best friend there. Braun challenging that campfire, the middle of the court for the Bruins.
Braun serving, tied at 25. Braun is 6 for 7, by the way, but Cameron Thorne is 10 for 12 without an error.
Thorne, even with 2 up, commit blocking on him. Watch the block of the Beach, commit block on Thorne. Still no hands able to get any block touches on Thorne.
Set point number 2 for the Bruins. Extra points in the third. Off-speed serve taken by Varga, back set, Gaiak blocked! Cameron Thorne and Sean Kelly on the near pin put the finishing touches, coming back to take set 3. Here we go, set 4. Bruins now left to right. Rowan's first serve is a good one down the middle. Left side, sharp angle. Nice pickup by Rama. David Decker, that's good. That was made by Zach Rama on the first swing of set 4.
Rama showing us that big guys play off blocker defense as well. Standing at 6'8", Rama being able to stay low and extend through the ball is important. You got to play off blocker defense right there as Rama did, and then you go to attack.
Bruins strike first in the fourth, now up 2 sets to 1 in this 1v2 battle. This is that serve. Bruins with 15 service errors, 2 aces. Long Beach State, 4 aces, 21 service errors, and the Bruins having a night hitting and blocking. 450 offensively, better than their national high, and then 9.5 blocks tonight.
We saw the Beach make the change in set number 2 to earn set number 2. Look for the Beach to, again, keep making changes offensively and defensively on their side, playing that chess game.
Rama off speed. It does not get the favorable bounce off the tape.
I like that look there from Rama, though, challenging the Beach, going short there. Just a little bit, need a little bit more there to get across that tape.
Ben Braun serving. That one hits the tape and goes over. Cameron Thorne in the middle. This one popped up. In the back by Pizzanti. A swing for Varga. That is no good. Wide.
The court awareness from Andrew Rowan is so high quality. For Rowan to know where his middle is on this play behind him, Cameron Thorne getting up on that attack, Rowan knows is such a playmaker at all times.
And Varga swinging from the back, just his third miss tonight. That is Chris who connects. Put the libero back on the floor. That's Chris Conley tonight. Conley's at 4 digs. His passing has gone 17 for 19. Pass there from Rama. Rowan, Decker, one-on-one, and Decker slams it off of Candiv.
Andrew Rowan creating a highlight reel. Now 31 assists on the game. He doesn't need 2 hands to run an offense. He just needs 1. Set, location, perfect time and time again.
Just his second kill, but a loud one for David Decker. Left side, and the flag is up. Candiv on the swing, no good. They thought they had the point. Coming up, trying to sell it. Nick McCray talking now with the down ref. And Decker is still serving. And sliding over there. Keller with the reception out to the right side, and the Bruins have surpassed 10 blocks tonight.
Unbelievable defense from the Bruins. Have been so consistent. Such high, impactful, quality blocks from all athletes on the floor. And it starts with the pin blockers being able to establish that block to allow the middles to close.
And Kellen Larson, a nice reception to keep the play going. Off the pass, service air brings it to a 2-point game.
Set front row on both sides. Look for them to spread that offense, utilize that quick fake attack down the middle of the floor.
Here's Alex Candiv. Tough server from Sofia, Bulgaria. Ball taken in the back by Decker. Wang Diallo is blocked. Tried to keep his own ball alive there, but couldn't pull it up. Nobody else around.
Great vision there from Chris in the middle, the freshman middle blocker, fronting his primary attacker and clamping down on that block. Currently first in the Big West in blocks per set.
Candiv serves Conley. Decker brings it back to the front. Kelly avoids the wall, but that's popped up. And then, wow, that's not going to get there from Jake Pazanti, the setter. Try to bump it, I guess, back to the front. It goes backwards.
Miscommunication leading to the unforced error on the side of the beach. Pazanti going for the second ball contact, but yep, miscommunication between him and Candiv.
Kelly serving, 2-point lead. Down the middle it goes. Pass by Larson. Each get it back. Varga inside of 10. That is no good. Couple of misses early in this set for Skylar Varga.
Varga is usually pretty solid in second chance opportunities. Look for him to continue to challenge that high line of the Bruins.
Kelly serving. This is the back line. Nothing new, but the Bruins have really gone for their serves tonight. Generally a really good serving team, get their share of aces, and of course Beach, #1 in the country in that regard. David Decker out to the left. Rama avoid the wall. Beach scrambling in the back row. Free ball. Bruins looking for another 3-point lead. And Wang Diallo, the Bruin middles tonight have been unstoppable.
It started with the transition play from Rama, placing it in area 1, and then transition put away on that free ball for the Bruins, staying patient during that rally to earn a point.
Wang Diallo at the line. 3 aces on the air. Ball taken by Candiv. They run Ben Braun. That goes. Ben Braun, very effective tonight in the middle.
Braun previously played at Ohio State. His season high this year, 10 kills at Ohio State. Braun a steady lethal threat there.
Here's Jake Pizzanti. Kelly gets it to the front. Tip near sideline. Cameron Thorne will get the kill. That was down. Long Beach State's coming up pretty hot about something.
Thorne with the placement, not power. Watch as Thorne is able to get on this gap set. Saw nobody was there. Great look from Thorne.
Oh, the first one was certainly pulled up by Larson. Not sure about the second one. That's in fact what they're discussing. Andrew Rowan will serve. So nothing comes of that but a Bruin point. Reached 10. Right side, Varga, avoid the wall. Conley sliding up there behind the front row, making way for Sean Kelly. Conley, a terrific backup of the front row.
Kelly so lethal in the back row. Watch as he broad jumps into this ball perfectly into that seam. It's the routes of the front row attackers that open up that window of opportunity for him to score in the back row.
Andrew Rowan at the service line. Beach under some pressure now to get him off the line. Dig by Rowan at the 10-foot line, left side, and Zach Rama is blocked.
The Beach will continue to respond and create momentum plays. How they're going to do it is by playing this disciplined defense. This is one of the keys to their game. It starts with the block, being able to close the block on the pins.
Skylar Varga has been limited to one ace tonight, and he has had several service errors. The Bruins have been very welcoming of that every time. It's 4 service errors for Varga, 12-8 left side and off the wall. And a kill for Long Beach State's Alex Candiv. Sitting negatively.
Candiv trying to earn a couple points here to get back in the positives, where he has been stable for the Beach, though, is in serve receive, keeping him on the floor.
And Braun floats one over to Rama. Rama coming out of the back. Overpass from Varga. Bruins looking for another 4-point lead, and why not? From Cameron Thorne, leaving absolutely no chance for a dig.
Thorne, are you kidding me? Up in the air on center ball contact, nobody home on the side of the Beach. Even when they commit block on Cameron Thorne, they can't stop him. Thorne, 12 kills, hitting 800.
No errors. Jackson Chris right back and gets the far side of the court.
Chris responding right back, the freshman middle blocker being able to stay steady. Versus UCLA 2 weeks ago, he hit .556, only 1 attack error.
That's an overpass, and that'll be knocked down easily from Alex Candiv.
Starts with that service pressure from Gayak there at the end line with that assist, forcing that overpass.
This is where the Beach can get back into a match very quickly with their incredible serving, in which they average almost 3 aces per set. Not to mention the tough passing situations they get you in. We've seen glimpses of that tonight, but the Bruins, by and large, have been really good with it and in control. That one's out.
And that's a great point, Darren. The Bruins really came into this ball game knowing that Long Beach State, they're first in the Big West in service aces per set, averaging just under 3. The Bruins have handled that very well.
Here's Candiv again. Conley, nice and high on the pass to the front row, making way for Wong Diallo. Long Beach State picks up on it. There's Candiv right around the 10-foot line, off balance. He swings and scores. 1-point game.
Athletic, effective swing there from Candiv. Watches, he's able to get on this ball. A solution play Defense was not expecting that.
Candive. Long Beach State misses another one. 25 service errors for Long Beach State.
Thornton just does his job putting the ball away at such high percentage.
Kelly, tough serve out to the left pin. Varga 2 blockers up, but it goes out. And you almost kind of don't mind that because you love how the Bruins had against Varga 2 up. They're contesting it, and that's been the case all night.
Exactly, the block was set for the Bruins. Varga read that and decided to challenge with that off-speed shot, swiping in and off that block of the Bruins.
Bruins doubling up, Long Beach State on block. 10-5, out of the back, Sean Kelly, he knocks one down. Hitting .425 on the night, UCLA is. That's right at their season average, it leads the nation, and Sean Kelly right there, the second Bruin to get into double digits.
Kelly attacking in the back row has to take off behind that 10-foot line or 3-meter line. But where he contacts that ball is well in front.
And dumped down on the 2 ball. Jake Pizzanti will score on the 2 ball setter kill for Long Beach State to pull back to within 1.
The Bruins are looking for a throw there on that play, but Long Beach contacted that ball out in front, therefore it's not considered a throw.
Pizzanti, ball taken down the middle by Kelly, who comes again out of the back.
And it's how you respond when calls don't go your way. And that's what the Bruins have been able to do. Respond offensively on this quick, big attack. Kelly coming down the middle of the court as an offensive threat, a go-to attacker in the back row.
Back to Andrew Rowan at the service line. Great time for UCLA to get some separation. Left side, cross court, but Long Beach State quick to get out of that rotation with Wojciech Gajek, 13 kills to his name tonight.
Gajek proving there is always more angle attacking at the pin. Gajek challenging, swinging thumbs down inside that block of the Bruins.
Here's Skylar Varga. In play down the middle to Conley. Rowan, run Cameron Thorne, and the Bruins continue to get out of the Skylar Varga rotation tonight right away, but for that one time in set 1.
Cameron Thorne looks like a superhero out here. Unbelievable volleyball. He is leading the Bruins in kills as a middle blocker with 13, 0 errors, hitting .812.
Swing in the middle from Braun, and that goes. Ben Braun doing a great job, 8 for 9 without an error. 3 blocks.
Both sides of the net have done a really great job of establishing middle production. Braun is leading all athletes, hitting .889. Thorne, .812. Chris, .750. Fantastic middle blocker production offensively this ball game.
Now the starting middles tonight have a grand total of 1 hitting error between the 2 teams. Left side cross court, and that goes again for Sean Kelly, who has caught some fire here in set 4.
And because of that middle blocker offensive threat, it allows Kelly to go up on this ball. Yes, there's 3 up on him, challenging inside that block. But throughout the last few rallies, we've seen Kelly be efficient in the seams with really only 1 blocker up. For him to see 3 there and find a solution, very impressive.
All right, Bruins have gone to Grayson Bradford tonight off the bench for the serve. Misses that one. A very nice rotation off the bench in set 1. He's missed a couple of them since. Back to a 1-point difference. Beach looking for a 5-setter.
Beach staying in this ball game with 5 digs in set 4, 2.5 blocks as well.
Down the line, another Long Beach State service error. They have 26 on the night.
This is where Long Beach State has to earn a first ball side out, closing into the red zone.
Back to David Decker. Bruins have hit 25 from the victory. Out of the back and off the tape. Skylar Varga puts another one down. North of 400 hitting tonight with 17 kills.
Where else is the Beach going to find a first ball side out? Of course, Varga getting on his route here. Pushed just to the left with no block.
There's another tough server, Alex Candov. Conley with the pass to the front. Wow, great job by Conley. That was a tough serve that nearly clipped the tape. Conley gets it to the front row, and Rowan with the beautiful assist.
Kelly, such a sharp swing there from the sophomore. Double-digit kills in 6 matches this season.
Bruins have hit 21. Gotta get your serves in down the stretch and finish the job, and the Bruins have surpassed 20 service errors tonight. Ryan Peluso off the bench will serve. Again, well, they put Hrstanovic in for the first time. Beach did. It's been starting at opposite quite a bit for Beach, and there's another Beach point. Bruins are in the net. We're tied at 21 in set 4. So Daniil Hrstanovic, who is an All-American, is on the court for the first time tonight for Long Beach State. Beach scrambling, kept alive. Varga with a cross-court shot. Rowan looking for the dump, and overpass back over. Great play for both teams, and Rama squeezes it in back line, but that's a terrific point and effort for both teams.
Hrstanovic was subbed into the ball game to try and stop Rama, and he couldn't. Here's Rama fast in transition, getting on this rip set on the inside. Hrstanovic drifting past him, creating that seam in the block, and with it, a point.
So Hrstanovic wasn't on the court for very long. He is back out. And John Hawks looks like he wants to make a move here. Luka Kirchi. Wow,
we've
last
seen,
time we called that name.
We've seen Kirchi come in off the bench and be a huge spark plug for the Bruins. He's a junior, has had experience his freshman and sophomore year as a DS, as a libero, as an outside hitter for the Bruins.
Timeout at 22-21. He's played all of 5 sets on the year, 2 kills and 1 ace to his name. But he comes in at a very interesting time.
Coach Hawks for the Bruins says Kirchi is a spark plug, all-around volleyball athlete. That's why he's putting him in this ball game.
Came back, reversed them, and 3 points from the win tonight. Another service error down the stretch for the Bruins. Had a couple of late ones that ultimately lost the set in the second, and now they've had some late ones here. 22's on the board.
Sets front row for the Bruins. Look for Kelly on that big attack in the back row.
Jake Pizzanti, the setter, to serve. That's in play. Rowan out to the left. Rama off the 3 blockers, but kept alive by the front row. Varga, it's a joust, and it's won by Skylar Varga, and Long Beach State has taken the lead.
Varga finds a solution in any scenario, in system, out of system. Varga reads what the play allows him to do and then makes the choice.
This is a run of 5-2 for Long Beach State. Beach now 2 points from getting to that 5th set. Out of the timeout, Jake Pizzanti, the setter. It's in play down the middle. They feed Rama on the left. That's good from Rowan. 23's on the board.
Great off-speed shot there from Rama. He sells it with this double arm lift. Watch as he's able to step close to the apex of this volleyball. Not considered a throw because he contacts the ball out in front of his shoulder for that power tip.
Thorne, Kelly, and Rama all in double digits. Keep it here on the timeout for Long Beach State as we are going to be decided again. Last chance to see the Bruins in this building for a while. UCLA on the road twice next week against a couple of other Big West schools. Here we go, tied at 23. Rowan down the middle. Kazanti chases down the errant pass. Varga up top, cross court, off the net. Kept alive briefly. Rowan pops it up. Stay in the point at least. Right side, Varga, tip back. Long Beach State's got it. Varga again, high off the wall. Rowan on the sideline, keeps it going. Ball set. Rama, work it off the wall. What a point for the Bruins.
It starts with right back defense. Rowan being able to lay out, keep the Bruins alive to extend this play, and then disciplined transition defense on that free ball, leading to this Bruin point, potential match point.
With Andrew Rowan at the service line, this crowd of better than 4,800 on its feet, but a service error keeps the match going.
I like Rowan being aggressive there, going for it from the end line. Look for him to find Cameron Thorne here for a first ball side out.
No extra points here in the fourth with Varga now on the line, and that goes out. Wow. So the toughest server on each team with a late service error here in set 4. Might benefit the Bruins. We'll see.
Rama has challenged them short and deep.
Rama, a little floating jumper to the back for Varga. Out to the left pin, cross court, it's flying out of here from Candid. No touch, and UCLA wins set 4, 26-24, and the match 3-1.
The Bruins remaining undefeated in this calendar year. Unbelievable gameplay on both sides, but the Bruins offense stayed true, showed us exactly how they're #1 in the nation in hitting percentage. Andrew Rowan dishing up butter, finding multiple attacking routes for his offensive threats. It's the coaching staff being able to draw up the X's and O's to find success for the Bruins.